We are just gonna go with what we got. And that's a lot because we have our health and our strength and our messy bathroom. I am tired. Okay? Let's just get that out the way. But somebody wanted to go to brunch at the last minute. An ode female friend. So I said yes. I'm making that face because it's like, girl, weren't you just juicing yesterday? You know, and I am gonna start bag juicing. I'm about to tear this brunch up though. Um, soon as I'm like, okay, I'm going on a juice. I thought my boyfriend was leaving Monday, but he actually left today. I'm wearing that little lemon dress thing, so I'm gonna do one of those top knots again. I don't really wear a lot of top knots when I do braids, but definitely need some makeup on. This face is tired. See, this is how my face looks when my fillers wear off. And I'm struggling with that, so don't give me any grief or I will grieve you back. This bathroom is a mess. I already went to the airport and dropped Tim off. I don't know. Some kind of way along the night, my bun got messed, like knocked off of my head, literally. Are y'all really neat people? I'm super freaking messy. Like, and I don't know if it's because I'm over this apartment. Like, every time that it's time for me to move, like, my cleaning stops. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, AJ, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you still ticking and kicking. So, yeah, I was all geared up to do my juice cleanse because I was 24 hours in yesterday when I filmed that video. And you guys know that I was mad at my boyfriend. And I don't know what happened. After I vented to you guys, like, I fell back in love with him again. Because sometimes it's good to just get things off your chest so that you're not, what do you call it? Like, holding it in. For me, when I say things out loud, I'm really tired today. Can I just say that? When I say things out loud, it helps me to get over them faster. It helps me to see how silly and trivial it really is. He will say that he has 3 different places to live. A place here in Houston, a place in Dallas, and a place in New Orleans. So we're never going to be homeless. I was like about to go re-sign the apartment lease or get a different apartment unit in this building. He was like, no. Hey, Missy. He was like, no, I want my stuff out of storage. I want to have a home. So I made me love him all over again. He was like, I've been saying that for over a year now. It's funny how we imitate each other's voices. Sorry, I pulled out some blonde hair. When he imitates my voice, he makes me sound like I'm just about to shake and die. Because he was like, ha, ha, I just can't take it. I just can't take it anymore. And that's exactly how it was. I was like, have you ever been so frustrated? Like, I didn't even show the last house that we might actually move into. Have you ever been so irritated that you can't see? That's what I told him. Have you ever been so irritated that you just literally feel blind? Like, you can't even see anything in front of you? I don't know why I'm so dramatic like that. I don't know. Like, I don't, and I don't feel like a dramatic person because I come from the land of dramatic people. The land, okay? The land of dramatic people. So I feel like I am pretty low-key and calm for the most part. Whew. The problem that I have right now is because does anybody live in Denver? Like, seriously, or love Denver, hang out in Denver? I will probably be in Denver by the end of the week, just for like the weekend, I think. Just for like maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because he has a long layover there and some business things to do there. And he asked me, because I was like, ooh, I don't like spending all this time by myself during quarantine. I don't like that, especially with me working from home. But if I go, I would take like, Friday off or whatever. Like, I'm just going to like really just like chill out and get into the nature. I've never been to Colorado, and I've always wanted to go. Like, I've even wanted to do my birthday trip there, which, Sagittarius, we don't make a big deal out of our birthdays, like for saying parties or other people, like how people do it. I just like to like get away and see something new. I've always wanted to have that cabin experience, but I just keep thinking about in Aurora. Oh, that sounds nice. Have you been to a cabin there or like just stayed in the mountains? I think he likes modern with like modern hotels and I would say clubs, but you know, who's able to do that right now? I don't know anything. I haven't done any research on it. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see if we pull that off. I think we will, but this is the thing about my life is that, and it doesn't really work for me, is that everything is so last minute. Like, I don't like everything being so last minute. I like to plan a little bit. Can we wake up? Can we wake up, face? The altitude got you? Huh. I won't be there for long. Right? How long does it take for the altitude to get you in Denver, Colorado? I think it'd just be a nice thing to do. But see, I know I want to tap into nature. Like, when I think about doing it, because I'm thinking about, like, what are our realistic options, something looks crazy right there, doesn't it? Now, I saw how fast that I pulled this up. So, I don't know if things are pulling down or not. That's what I love about having braids is that it doesn't take that long for you to do your little styles and go on, girl. That's like the whole point and privilege of them. Oh, I am definitely struggling. So I feel that most women love to plan. You know, most women, you see them in the airport, they got like 3 different luggages. I have learned to live out of a backpack like comfortably for a week. Um, like I just know how to pack, you know. Biker shorts and sundresses in the summertime. And the wintertime, get you some leggings and sweaters. And layer. Take you one big jacket and, you know, a cute pair of boots that you can wear with everything. I don't even know what the temperature is in Denver right now. But this would be like totally, like, so today's Sunday. I might be there Thursday or Friday. Who knows? I think the ticket was like really cheap when we looked at it at dinner last night. And that's the same thing that happened last Thursday. Where we go to dinner and it's like, I don't know why. I feel like I like spending time at home better for the companionship part of it. Like, I feel like I enjoy the company better. But I feel like that we actually like catch up with each other's lives a little bit more when we go out to dinner. I don't know. Maybe we're in like listening moods. It's just weird. It is weird that I feel like I didn't know you were going anywhere until like Tuesday or something. Now, I had to buy a cheap eyebrow thing while I was in New Orleans last weekend. None of my stuff is together. Let me just say that. I can't even put it into perspective. Like, if you travel a lot or you're with somebody that travels a lot, it gets pretty chaotic. Like, I just don't know where anything is. Put it like that. Everything's always a mess. Always a mess. Like, if it's not a mess, it's a mess, girl. So, but life is good. Yeah, I'm disappointed about my juice situation right now. I am, but I'm not. Like, I don't want to. Good afternoon, RK. I don't want to not live life right now. Like, if people invite me to do things, I like pretty much will say yeah for the most part, just because most people are not trying to go out right now. So it's like, okay, you want to go out? You want to get our humanity on? You want to get our human interaction gauge up, you know? So I'll say yes. And then plus, I don't really hang out with a lot of females. And a lot of women on my job, or that I know, the ones that don't have kids, that are truly single, are kind of like doing the same thing that I'm doing. Like, they're going different places and maybe like staying with family for like a long time, like till they're coming and going. They're not just like cooped up in the house. Which is good. I think that's been a pro The working from home. I have really tried to take advantage of it on the being able to move freely, and instead of having to take the days off, I just take my work laptop with me. But last week I didn't take any days off, and I think I'm probably still tired from that. Honestly, like it's kind of brutal, even though you're working from home. If you're trying to like do airport flights and travel somewhere else, I did that, and I'm not even going to tell that story, but yeah, the work laptop has been many of places with me, honey, many of places. As we know, I'm no beauty queen, but I do like my eyebrows to be more brown than black. And I don't know what it is. I just have not felt like going into Sephora lately. I don't know. And then the online ordering thing. This camera is really making me look more tired. Like, we're going to try to fix this. I think I lost my little Lush palette that I love. I think I was so tired or distracted that I threw it in the garbage by like accident in New Orleans because it's not in my backpack. I'm just rambling to you guys. I don't even know why. I know why I got on here. I got on here because I hate getting ready. I just don't like to get ready. Like, I like to look ready, but I hate getting ready. Like, I don't like this time in the mirror drives me up the wall. It really does. It's like you gotta do this little part, do that little part, and I need to stop because I love the braids. Thank you so much, Miss MRC or Miss C. I love them. This is like my second time getting them, in the same exact way, except the color is a little bit lighter. I'm kind of tired of them now, though. I don't know. I do feel like I don't know. Maybe it's the color this time. Maybe I'm ready to go to black ones. But I don't like dark hair on me. Like my face, I feel like it's already so. No. Like it just my face is already so drab. Like I'm just like a serious person. So I like to add a little bit of lightness, brightness around me. So every time I go in to get the black braids, I don't end up getting them. I am like, nope. And then I already told y'all my story. I might have to find like they do a really good job. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like they are traditional. I don't like dark colors or black. I love and you know why? I think it's because I love to wear black clothes. Like some people think that's weird, which I don't. I think it's weird if you don't. Especially when I was going to the office, I love to wear all black. That's just my jam. Will always be my jam. I don't know if it's because that's like my artistic side coming out. But I wear like so much black. People are like, "Where's the funeral?" This summer though, I did not. I kind of got away from it, and I mean, when you buy other colors. Like, number one, I don't like wearing prints too much because they're too busy and it doesn't seem like, it's hard to find a good print. Today, I'm wearing a print. Right, Missy. People ask me that too, and I'm like, no, I'm just emo. Or if people ask me stupid questions like that, are you in mourning? I'm like, yeah, I'm mourning the fact that we're here together. I'll say something real rude. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm mourning the life the best life that I could be living, but instead we're here. Like, but I haven't had to deal with any kind of foolishness like that lately. What am I thinking though? But okay, so if I'm not wearing black, I like to wear white, right? Like those white shirts and stuff. And I just like whites and tans, but they wear out so quickly. Like I feel like you get so much more life out of your clothes if you wear black or darker colors. But it's more uplifting. It's more uplifting not to just be stuck in the black. Like today, I'm wearing a little lemon romper, and I'm kind of excited about it. It's nothing special, but I'm still like excited. Good afternoon, Carmen. What are y'all doing today? Y'all hear me on here just rambling and rambling and rambling on. Just such a rambling spirit. P. Poppy, hello. Hello. Y'all are up. And if I had my druthers, I would be deep into the bed threatening to work out right now. Like, I like to work out during the sunshine, like during the day, but I like to lay around during the day too. I am definitely. I was joking with my boyfriend. So funny. Like when you're like finding people to date, and a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm a queen. I want to be treated like a queen." That was never me. That has never been me. But now I see what people mean. I told him, I said, "Oh, you got me living this peasant life." There's always some work to do. There's always a work project, a work trip, a trip to the airport. There's always something to do. I just want to lay around and just be a queen sometimes. No, no, that's too lazy for you. Oh, queens are never lazy. They're just queens. Oh, but this is definitely the most. I mean, it's good. I'm noticing that that's not my true temperament, but like when I was in Tulum, I still woke up. Oh, see, I love that. I'm relaxing watching movies due to the 53 last week. I'm relaxing today. See, that's how I feel too. Like we just came back from New Orleans Tuesday. Okay, I worked Tuesday through Friday. I don't even know what. Oh, I've been waking up early to go look at houses. Like up looking at houses, like at the properties at like 8 o'clock in the morning on site. I didn't even go to my job at 8 o'clock in the morning when the office was open. I'm at employees like, now how late can we come in? What's old Carmen? Oh, you want to live vicariously through me? I love looking at restaurant menus. It's not like y'all are going to show up there. If you want to live vicariously, go look up the restaurant menu for Jonathan's The Rub. That's another thing. It was really hard to find a restaurant that would that wasn't fully booked up. Really, really hard. Most of the restaurants, like Lucille's, is like a popular restaurant here. They said that they were booked on Friday for Sunday brunch. I'm like, well, excuse me. And then I wanted to go to Bumble and Bee, which is inside like of the Post Oaks Hotel. They were already fully committed today. I'm like, y'all. Oh, hey, Wesley. Even though I'm not beautiful, but I'll take it. Because I'm really feeling like a dish rag without my facial fillers. I'm really feeling like, ooh, this face is like, girl, pump me up. This is like getting back to like natural face. Look at all that movement and, oh my God, what is going on? But this camera accentuates like the wrong, like some people are just not like good in front of the camera. Like I promise I look better in person. Everybody says that. Everybody says that like the camera just picks up all the wrong angles. I think it's because I really don't have any freaking cheekbones. And now, like, I've always had a round face, and now that I'm aging, my face, the cheeks are going lower. So I don't know. Is there like a cheekbone surgery or something you can get? See the crazy things I think about? I don't know. Anyways, it's limited seating. That's why they fill up. I know, Carmen. I go out all the time, but it's still annoying. Like I didn't have the brunch idea. Somebody else said they want to go to brunch, which I am that friend that is always out, right? I'm always out. I'm just always, that's just me. So then it's like people will call, same thing with my boyfriend. People will call him or me, say they want to do something, and then not know where they want to go. And this person like sent me the message, yes, you are, don't say that. They will send the message, like I think I got the message, we were at the restaurant last night, like 10 o'clock or so, let's go to brunch tomorrow. I just said that brunches fill up on like Fridays. Like, you need to call ahead. They're like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't even think about that kind of stuff, which I get it. I don't really go to brunch. I kind of stop myself from eating in the mornings. That is something that my boyfriend is really mad at me about. Because when we first got together, we would, on Saturdays, get up and make big breakfasts at home. And then, after 2 years, I told him the truth. It was during quarantine, because he wanted to make breakfast like every freaking morning. And I was like, look, dude, I'm going to tell you something. I don't really like breakfast. Hey, living relaxed. Thanks, Carmen. I was like, I don't really like breakfast. That, like, really bugs him to this day. To this day, he feels like, nope, I'm saying I don't really like him. I don't really love him. Just because I don't want to eat breakfast, I don't want the breakfast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sandra. I do receive your compliment. Last weekend, when we were out with the group, because we normally hang out in groups and stuff, this guy, he brought it up. Good looking guy, call him muscle man or whatever. Need to find himself a woman. He said that he dyed his beard. Then just the way that he announced it, you could tell that he thought, no, he said, you're probably going to think that's so weird and all that kind of stuff. I need a new eyeliner. This is not going to work. This ain't going to work, but we're going to try to make it work anyways. Thanks. Because your girl have to have makeup on her face or she looks real, I don't know. I don't know why God made me like this. I don't know. I look real something when I don't have on makeup. Real like she has had a hard life. And I really don't live a hard life. Well, I feel like I do. My boyfriend would agree. Kelly thinks she lives the hardest life in the world. I do. But anyways, he was talking about dyeing his beard. Nobody asked him. You know when people get drunk, they start telling you things. He's like, I know you think that's weird, and it's rubbing off on my vape pen and all of this. I'm just listening to him. I'm not saying anything. I'm like, I don't think it's weird. I would have never known that unless you announced it. He was like, yeah. But look at you. I don't have the little curly pieces out, the little curly, like, you know, some of these little pieces up here, like the straight curly. Oh, but look at you. Blonde. I'm like, and? You luckily it's not rainbow because I didn't have the guts. But the only reason why I don't have the guts, but I may come up with the guts to do like rainbow colored braids. I found a picture. I actually like the pastel colored braids better. The only reason why is because I don't want to look like George Clinton. That is the only reason why I don't have rainbow. And then I have to order the hair off Amazon. But I think I'm going to do it. Like, allegedly, we're not going back into the office until... Please stop. We're not going back into the office until January, allegedly. So between now and January, it'd be a fun time to have some rainbow or pastel colored braids. You guys know I'm kind of weird in my own. See, this is the thing when you stay home by yourself, you start hearing all kind of noises. You're like, wait, you neighbor, you don't get to move. Don't move around. Don't make too much noise because I'm going to be like this all night long. I'm not going to watch anything scary on TV. I started watching Z on, what is it? Amazon Prime. I love Scott Fitzgerald is the author who wrote The Great Gatsby. It's all about him and the love of his wife and how everything started with her. I read a whole bunch of his books outside of The Great Gatsby in high school or whatever. So I already have that show lined up, which is interesting. Let me go on a little tangent. That he was not sophisticated, and it was his wife that was a Southern Belle and came from, but she was still Southern Belle country, you know. But she was touted as being the original flapper. What is interesting to me about that is always the people that come into an area and they pose and I call it like the poser mentality because that's what we're in right now. People are just such posers. Like even me trying to get into these brunch places, it's all a scene. It's all the aesthetic. But it's normally the people that are posers that come in and like take it over and seem ultra fabulous. Like all these people that are in fashion, most like really good in fashion. I think about like Andre Leon Talley and all the other like the squads, the glam people that are really famous. They don't come from New York. They don't come from these places. They come from like the backwoods of Alabama. And they all have those similar stories about how they come from like these really humble or miserly poor beginnings and they just go and create a whole scene and genre. Same thing with the Playboy story of Hugh Hefner. Very interesting. And the fact that people emulate this idea that these people don't really live, they just create it in their own head. You just be who you couldn't be at home. Yeah, at home, I don't know. So that's interesting. But I went on that tangent to say, yeah, I already have my shows, I think, I'm going to be watching the Z Show. I got to finish up on 3%. And what else? I really don't have that much time. Like, I act like I have like so much time to do stuff, but I'm still working, so it's like, oh. And then, do y'all feel like this? And I'm not dissing or digging, and this is not. I'm sure anybody who has a job that works from home right now feels like this. Do y'all feel like y'all boss like emails or IMs y'all or calls y'all at times when they think you're not working just to make sure that you're working? Like, don't call me at 8:22. Don't. Okay, I am on the clock. just don't call me. I have the clients trained too. If some client is calling me at 8 o'clock, I train them. You know how I train them? I do answer their 8 o'clock call, but then I call them again in the afternoon, and I tell them I'm going to call you back when I have more information, probably later on tomorrow. And then, like, if they call me early in the morning, I'm like, oh, we just spoke about this yesterday afternoon. I'm going to call you back by the end of the business day. Hey, gaming with Jade and London. I got a gamer in here. Wow. I don't play the games. I might want to learn how to play some Baccarat or something, you know? Which is so funny that people are wearing like all this Baccarat perfume and they don't even know how to pronounce Baccarat or what Baccarat is. Very interesting. Love your makeup. Ooh, this makeup did some wonders. The people that got in here first will definitely tell you that. What time is it? Oh, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, but it's very like interesting. Yeah, this makeup definitely, and I hate doing makeup. I definitely hate doing the under eye makeup. But as you can see, I am an under eye sufferer. Gaming. I don't know what 103 is. I wouldn't even know how to play it. I wouldn't even know how to. I'm about to call it a utensil. I wouldn't even know how to use a utensil. Time. Oh, it's not 103. That must be 1203 here, because the reservation is at 12:45. But the place that I'm going to is a real laid back kind of like, a lot of older people go here, so it's not a scene. I wanted to go to a sceney restaurant, you know, because that's what girls want to do when they don't have their man with them. You want to look at the aesthetic, you know, look at all the little fake flowers that they have and all the pink. Girl, no, we're fully committed for the day. Would you like to join us for dinner instead? No, I want you to fit 2 people in this restaurant. Me and my friend. Oh, you know, I say things like that, and then I recognize, seriously, I recognize how good life is. Like, right now, like, even if I couldn't go to a restaurant, it would still be good. But I recognize that it's good to have silly little things. Be like, that's just silly. Reminds me of a lady yesterday in the store, but I don't even feel like telling that story. But she was like, this is just like, girl, would you sometimes, you sometimes just have to comply. Just comply, lady. Just comply. I don't know where I think I lost it. I'm not even going to look for it. Somebody's smoke alarm going off. Notice that I didn't put on any eyeshadow. I bought this. Look how dirty it is. But I feel like if I could find an orange one, I would put some orange on my cheeks. This is so. I'm not gonna use the S word because it's like overused. I will drink some water, but for brunch, because my juice situation is already a mess, honey, I'm about to tear it up. My lips are dry. This is another thing that I do too, because it makes the lipstick stay on through the course of the meal. How you liking? Ooh. You know, I should do that. I wonder. I'm sure that video will have life for many years to come. Things are kind of changing now, but that is like a full topic. You know, I like to only tell my story, nobody else's story. But in the household which I was raised, the man of the house already had that lifestyle. And I'm also from a military town, you know. Jacksonville used to be a big military town. So it's not anything new to me. And I'm not overly like, some people feel like if a man travels to work, he is automatically having a secret family, a secret baby, a secret girlfriend. I'm not saying those things don't happen, But it's like, if you had to take 100% of the men that travel for work, what's the percentage that actually do that? And then I also think about the current economy that we're in, and how anybody, most things don't require you to travel. So if you are required to travel, there is a lot of work that must be done, and it's not going to be an 8-hour workday, and it's probably not even going to be a 12-hour workday. It legit probably is going to be a 16 or 18-hour workday. You might be on site for some of the time. You might be training for some of the time. You might be running for supplies. You don't have to do all this different communication. I've been with him on work trips, and it was not fun. He gets on my nerves. Like it gets like it's a zombie robot person that's doing all this stuff, hair looking all crazy, glasses on the tip of his nose, running to his place. It's not. I don't know, like, but I think it's good that if you do date somebody who travels a lot for work, to go on some business trips with them, just to see what they are doing, because a lot of times you will feel like they're living this really glamorous life, and it will make you feel resentful because you're left behind. Now I'm over that phase, because I know the work that is being put in, right? So I'm over that. It still gets hard to, like, especially during quarantine with me working from home. It gets hard for me to gear my mind up to being days by myself. I don't think that distance makes the relationship stronger. I think the commitment, the honest commitment of, I am willing to be faithful to you or not be faithful to you while you're gone. That is what makes the relationship stronger. Because let's just say, like when we first started out, I had a don't ask, don't tell policy. Like I don't, I didn't trust it. I don't need to know everything. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm not gonna be sitting here thinking, because it was too early, right? Then as things started to get more serious, you're able to have those honest conversations, and I think that's what makes a relationship stronger. But you don't have to travel for that to happen, right? It's when you, it's like, I feel like any relationship, it's like when you're honest. I think the main thing though is like being honest about sex too. Okay, I work with a lot of women that are my age or older, and they just sex fiends. Oh, they just want to be. I don't know how many people told me to move on. Right, Carmen. People have a whole bunch of things to say. You have to tune them out. Even like people like I was about to get to with my girlfriends at work and acquaintances and stuff. They act like that sex is the end all be all. Like they're just like, oh, I gotta have like sex on a regular basis. Like I don't want to be sitting here at home all week without getting any sex. I would definitely cheat on a person that traveled for work. Like I've had a lot of people say that to me. Women said that hands down they just would not be able to be faithful. So that depends on you as an individual. Is it more worth it for you to build a life with somebody who is unique? Because there's got to be something unique about that person. And then you also have to be honest with yourself. Like, are you the kind of person that gets lonely? I'm not. Okay, before quarantine, I was not the kind of person to get lonely. During quarantine, when I have to work from home all day, it kind of does get. I'll be fine for like 2 days, and 3-4 days I'm like, oh, woo, 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 I gotta get up out of here, That's why he was like, oh, it's good that you're going to brunch. So number one with all relationships is honesty. Number two, you have to be honest about what your sex drive is, how much you need sex. Some people, they just gotta have it. They act like they having sex every day of the week, 3-4 times a week, so they can't have no man gone for a week or 2 weeks. Or our longest thing was 3 months. 3 months doing it, like when I really needed him to be here, and that sucked. And I ended up going there to see him. Anyways, yeah. So as long as like you're honest, sex drive, and how you feel about being alone versus being lonely. I don't know. And then you have to, this is a real thought, you have to know what your level of independence is. I am so bold. I will go to sit at a restaurant bar by myself. I will go to the movies by myself. I will go shopping by myself. I will go grocery shopping. I will cook for myself. A lot of people, as women, we can lose ourselves a bit when we fall in love. That, yes, we can lose ourselves a bit when we fall in love. So with somebody traveling, you don't, it takes a special kind of mindset to balance it. I was told, and I love my space. I'm in my own person, and he loves that. Right. For me, the challenge is loving my own space. I become my own person, but then I got to switch gears when he comes back. And that ticks me off because all of a sudden he wants all this love and affection and cuddles and hugs and hug me, kiss me, love me, and I'm like, I've gotten used to you not being here. Who are you? Who are you? Like, you reintroduce yourself. Which after I know I'm crazy. I am like so crazy. After 2 years, how many times do you want me to reintroduce myself? Again. So, but that's a real thing because you can get so carried away, and being in your own, like creating your own comfort. That when another person that has been gone comes back, it does take a little while to kind of like rebalance yourself. And let's just say that person had a bad business trip, and you have just done something amazing, and you know did a new hobby or got a new job, and you just up, and then they come back depleted. It's kind of strange because if you're there every day together, you can see it creep up on a person, like when they're going down or coming up. But if you're not seeing the person, then you may not see that. Another thing for me is the telephone. F the traveling, the phone. Like, and this was a traveling person. Where are you on your way to? I came on late. I'm on my way to brunch. Like, I know I'm supposed to be juicing, but somebody invited me to brunch and I did not say no. So I'm going. This is not the dress that I'm wearing either. That's why I got these yellow earrings. Hold on. The dryer just stopped. I am milking the last of summer here. That's right. That's the truth. I'm gonna be wearing this. Ain't she cute? Ain't she cute? I feel you on that. I would say like, what was I thinking? I can actually get dressed off camera. The phone. Like, the phone is such a disruptor. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second while my mind wanders away from me. Like, forget the traveling, it's the telephone. After all, just give in, and he does the same and keeps the love strong. Lots of sex talk, didn't have FaceTime, and we never. And this is very adult. We don't really talk about sex like on business trips. Like maybe I need to like spice it up, but the person that I'm with, because every person is different, right? Is so work obsessed. Like I can't even articulate it because it's insane. When we first got together, the phone would ring up until midnight and then start back ringing again at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning because you got different people in different time zones. And he's going to be doing the same thing to people because right now he's got a project in Denver and a project in North Carolina. So then the time thing gets all mixed up. And then here I am in Texas and people in Louisiana. So the time is just all messed up, right? You have to be able to, they have to be able to, how do I want to say this? Either you have to be willing to accept somebody's living their life on their own schedule for their own dreams and ambitions, because it takes a certain kind of person to travel for work. I know people that would not take high paying jobs because it involved travel. They said they'd rather make less money and have a home base because they hate traveling. They wanted to really just focus on building a life. It's really hard to build a life with most people. That's what men are telling me. More than one man has told me that most women don't accept a person that travels so much. I think that's stupid, like me personally, because you could be missing out on a really dedicated, hardworking, driven, fun-loving person, because once they get done with all that traveling, they gonna want to go have a good time, girl. They gonna be like, "Oh, I am home. Let's go do something." That's why you guys always see me doing stuff. Like, it's a different lifestyle, and I know it doesn't fit everybody. Like, I know that even our life would change if we had more of a family unit, because we've kind of like talked about that. Can I go over here? Can y'all see me over here? No, y'all can't see me over here. That's good. Give me a minute, girl. But y'all can still hear me. So I would say for me, the biggest thing is creating boundaries with the phone and the work life, because the phone and the work life can take over. Like, you know how people call it. So my boyfriend owns his own companies, more than one. But it's just like people who work for corporations that are in executive or salary roles. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm like talking and sliding this romper on, thinking about these bottomless. They don't have bottomless mimosas, but I'm not really a mimosa drinker anyways. I like just to get my Prosecco in. Okay. I'm back. Anyways, isn't that so fun, girl? Like, sometimes I get so down because I really hate aging and all the effects of aging. And it's like, girl, that's why they make cute and better clothes for us. And that's why we're able to have our careers and other things going on. It's still kind of wrinkly, but I'm just going to go with it because we're in Texas anyways. So you have to be willing to accept somebody living life on their own terms. But then that goes with all relationships, but it takes a different level of maturity and awareness to say everybody has the right to live life on their own terms. I thought traveling would be glamorous. I got a hotel room by myself for the weekend conference, and by Saturday night it was over. I was bored. Something bored. I was and in the beginning of winter. I mean, those conferences are no joke. Oh yeah, work things. Like, when you think of, like, it sounds crazy, but think about it. You are going somewhere outside of your home to go work. Like, wait, how much work do I have to do while I'm there? Where you're here, so we expect, and that's just the truth of it. When you go somewhere, it's like, well, what did you think? Did you think this was a vacation or a work trip? And that's true. So I think it takes a certain kind of level of maturity. And I really do. What I have learned, because I've dated a lot of men that travel for work and have that type of job, is that they really desire somebody who is able to fit in anywhere. And be more of a listener, and that's not saying they just want a trophy wife. It's because you have to be able to navigate all these different kinds of people. And I don't know how many times I have been like having joining on a work meeting face to face, having coffee or a quick gas station stop with somebody, hand off paperwork or a check, and that person is saying something about a part of a project or another person, and then you may want to go, yeah, or that's wrong. Oh, you might want to like add in your 2 cents, and then you have to go see face to face the other party that this other person was talking about. And these projects are not short, and they keep going on. So it has really taught me more than anything is to shut your mouth and get the full story. Yes, if you are flexible means everything. Yes. But I think accepting things as they are. Like, quit trying to, I always readjust this thing a million times. Quit trying to change people into what you think they can be. Now, you can have conversations like I told him. I used to travel for a year as a consultant, and I grew as a person. You learn to go to different cities and enjoy it. Plus, you see the world for free because the client pays for your travel expenses. Right. But one of the conversations that I had to have with him was the phone. I was like, look, I don't know what kind of business that you are running, but every business has open and closing hours. I know we are in the digital age, and I know that everything is urgent, but it's really not. And I feel that an 8 or 9 o'clock cutoff is a good mental break for a person to have. If you want to pick it back up at 5 a.m., but from 8 p.m. to 4:49 a.m., shop closed. Like, shop is closed, because what it does, I call him a maniac. It makes the other person, it makes the worker a maniac. They just manic all the time. Give me the coffee. Hey, give me the phone. Give me the email. Bop, 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 bop. And they miss life. They totally miss life. And I think that's why a lot of people who do travel love quirky, crazy people like myself, because you can't help but to see me coming full of life, girl. Here I am. No, I don't go loudly, but I just show up like I am ready. They need that. They need that. Just boom, life is happening right now on a personal level. Yeah. So, but the cons is, you got to check your own level of maturity. You got to check who you really are. You have to decide if you're truly independent and okay with being alone versus really being lonely. Um, there is more than just the traveling. If a person travels to work, they are working excessively, way more than people that just work a 9 to 5. That's just true across the board. It would drive you crazy. When Mardi Gras, we drove to New Orleans, and we had this girl in the car with us. She had never been with us, and we're not friends. I don't know. We're just not friends. Love the outfit. You look great. Thanks. I wish it wasn't so wrinkly, though. I had it in the dryer for like 20 minutes, and it's still holding a wrinkle, but we're just going to go with it. And he had said the same thing, I swear, at least 20 times in 5 minutes. And she said, if I have to hear that one more time, I think it was something about shingles. She's like, if I have to hear about 3 more pallets of shingles on the roof one more time, I was like, this is my life, girl. This is my life. Now, he's going to do this on the way, but once this Mardi Gras week starts, this phone is going off, and we're going to have us a good time. And that same girl who said that, she didn't have a good time because she felt like that we should turn off the music at 5 and 6 a.m. No, we were still partying. We partying, girl. Like, you think that a person is going to, I'm using his deodorant too. Isn't that so bad? I got another deodorant in the room, but I didn't want to just cut you guys off, and I wanted to put on some. You think that a person that works that much is going to just want to sit home and be drab? No. No. Like, even when we do sit home, it's still like making an event. Not making an event. How can I explain it? Like we cook really good meals, okay? He would prefer that we had more friends over. That would be his thing, to entertain. But it's not just like the hoe and the hum. And then sometimes I'll tell him, look, I just need to have a boring day or a boring moment. And he's like, I like those little times. But those times I see are few and far in between. Very few and far in between. Normally I would have on some blush like I told y'all. I think I threw it away. So yeah, I could talk and gal a whole lot about but I like it. Like, I'm just trying to think. One con I would say for me is I have to get more into my own self-development. A lot of times it's easy. If somebody is like really, really, really in the rat race, it's really easy for you to be in their rat race. And it's like, that's not really my race though. Like, I could get like so caught up in the work drama, like whether it's the way that a project is going or who needs a job right now. You know, people are looking for jobs, so they'll call him and he'll create a job for them and salaries for them. And then I start getting pissed off because I'm like, well, you spending all this extra money for that, but then our life over here is not reflecting that. And that for me is always a constant battle, is to stay out of his rat race. And just deal with what I can. Now, I do, like I said yesterday, I do struggle, and I try. Oh no, I don't put on all this makeup. And here's my little. We have so many of these because one of these came from the office. I have to make sure I have one in there, right? Because I'm just wearing my little most used item, and it's not even a bag. Not even a bag at all. It's this little clutch. It comes not even a clutch makeup toiletry thing, but I use it like a clutch. It is what it is. It is what it is. Can we at least neaten it up though? Like everything around me needs to be organized and decluttered, and jeez, it's just not. I didn't put on any powder, and I need to. And every time I put powder on my face breaks out. Like just by me using that makeup brush, and I think it's just the pressing in. It makes me cringe just thinking about it, but I do need some because I don't. But my skin is pretty dry right now because of my acne medication. Yeah, but I don't know. I think some relationships are adult relationships. A lot of times when I hear my coworkers or friends, people talk about their relationships, I'm like, that is so effing childish. Like the stuff y'all are arguing about it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. Like people get mad because somebody doesn't keep the house clean. Just clean the freaking house or hire somebody to clean the freaking house. You can't make somebody, and that shouldn't be a deal breaker, in my opinion. Or because I've just been hearing some of the stupidest things from adults. You know, a lot of people are getting divorced during quarantine. People are stupid. Like people are stupid and selfish. Can I say that? Like, don't be that. Don't mistreat or misuse or let go of a good person because you want this ideal person that you never even met, or somebody that just might be showing you that to get in your pants. Does that make sense? I'm seeing a lot of that going on. I'm like, married people, can y'all sit down somewhere? Y'all trying to sleep around more than single people. And it was so funny because my boyfriend had said, he made a comment today because he read my cell phone. When the girl asked me to go to brunch today, I said, yeah, but first I have to take some dude to the airport. And he read that text message and he was so mad. He was like, he was hurt. He was like, some dude. But you know, that's just like my kind of sense of humor. You know, I say things like that, play it lighthearted. Anybody who knows me knows that I have been a serial relationship girl. Like I can't seem to get out of being in a relationship. So, yo. But I think those are all the key things about dating people who travel. Like, I'm sure if I thought about it even more. But I think, especially at my age right now, life is really about accepting. I hate this pimple over here. I gotta accept these pimples too, girl. I just gotta accept them because they want to live on my face. So this is just where they live. This is just where they live. Oh, Lord. You're probably not even going to be out for too long, so, and I'm definitely going to be working out. I can't remember what kind of shoes I'm going to wear with this. Anywho, something else I was thinking. I think for anybody over the age of 30, just knowing where you're at in your life, you got, what time is it, girl? I got to go. What time is it, girl? Did you know I'm on reservation time, girl? What time is it? I got to leave this house. Y'all just don't let me blah, blah. I can't believe it does say 52 minutes on here, though. It's not far. The longest thing is me getting out of the parking garage. 12, oh, girl, I got time. I thought, no. I got time, girl. I thought it was like 12:40 or something. 12:25, I'm on good time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Anyways, you let me walk that tangent because, as you can see, that's something I truly have lived. I would say, ooh, girl, being with a serial entrepreneur is another thing too, because there's nothing like corporate money, okay? Corporate money comes on time. This entrepreneur thing, I don't know what they be doing with the paychecks. I don't want, love the colors. Ah, thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I have to do a little extra sometimes. I'm about to be 37, y'all. Can you believe it? I can't, like, when I see myself without makeup, I can't. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to be. I just hate how wrinkly it is. Love the lippy. I'm just like a red lip person. That's like old school MAC, Ruby Woo. I have like my face just looks better with color around it. It just does because of my lack of cheekbones. My boy was like, just smile more. And then I almost bought this thing off Instagram, which was like supposed to be like a face exercise to lift your face up. It's like this jaw thing that you like chew on, right? So I was really about to buy this thing because I would like lift my face. And then how about the man, the business owner, stupid ass, started like doing all this Donald Trump advertising. I'm like, no, now I gotta go find me a knockoff in China and see if I can do these jaw exercises to lift my face up, because I will not be buying yours and supporting your cause, sir. Stupid. And he will never know that. When's your... I'm not gonna wear... I wear that. Yeah, I've been wearing it. I'm not gonna wear it. I tried it on with this before and I didn't like it, so I'm going bare chested. This head to toe lemon thing is enough. No more jewelry for me today. And I'm like, it's just brunch, you know. Oh, I'm trying to drink these 2 bottles of water. I notice that I'm often thirsty, but I don't drink. I don't know why I do that to myself. It's like, girl, hydrate. Maybe you'll feel better. I am tired enough to have a cup of coffee. So, unfortunately, I'm going to gorge myself today. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do? Go on my juice cleanse tomorrow. Monday. I am doing it. I'm not, it's going to be juice and vegetables, okay? I need to just go to the grocery store and get my salad mix and everything. I gotta go find some baby oil for my legs. And who was there? Okay, I am definitely about to go. Why is my boyfriend's dad calling me? I have a life. I need him to, I'm gonna act like he got the wrong number. I am not. That's a whole nother. Whoo! Keep your parents in their lane. No. You take care of your parents. I am not they socialite for no. Let me go. Because I really gotta go now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.